Alright, what's up guys? Got Dave here, and I'm out at Buttonwillow this morning. It is December 8th, 2019, and this is the third track day that I'm doing this year. And I just wanted to tell you about something that I recently did to my other two-stroke, my RD350, my R5C. The ignition switch was like kind of messed up. I had to like mess with it every time I wanted to turn the bike on before I kicked it, you know, like to actually turn on the ignition. And they wanted almost $200 for one of those. And so instead of that, I went with a switch. $10. Got it from Jegs. It's a Moroso heavy-duty waterproof toggle switch. It's just got two connectors, right here. And so you switch it that way, it's off. Switch it that way, it's on. And that's it. And how I wired it was there's two reds and then a ground. But what I didn't realize is one red is the ignition and then the other red is the headlights. But when you connect them together like this, that's actually the second position on the switch. The second click was like running lights. And so what that did is it made it so if my headlight switch was on, like on these old bikes, they actually have a switch to turn on the lights. And by having this switch set up and having those two reds connected, it was in parking light mode. And so if I was riding around and I had this switch turned on, and my headlight was on, I'm just riding around, and then I got somewhere and I flip the switch and I turn off the engine, if I didn't remember to turn off the headlight as well, then I could come back and then my battery would be dead. So what I did is I got a two-pole, two-position switch, which is this right here. Basically what it is two of these side by side. And I just split the two reds, and then I have the brown going to both on the other side, and then it connects it all together. It's not an automotive switch like the one I got from Jegs. It said it was heavy duty and waterproof and all that stuff, but I got this one from a marine supply place. So it's actually made for a boat. So I'm sure it's even more waterproof than the one that's made for a car. So I think I'm better off with this switch, and now when I turn it off, I don't have to worry about this headlight switch being on. See, I can turn it on, headlight doesn't come on until I actually turn on the ignition. So, stoked, man. It's funny because I was showing one of my friends at the rock store how I converted this bike over to just having a switch, and he goes, "Oh dude," he goes, "that's like farm style." And I go, "Farm style? Like, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "Oh dude," he goes, "when I was a little kid, I had a job on a farm. There was like down the road from where I grew up, there was a farm, and every summer I'd go down there, I'd work. And he goes, I learned real quick on a farm," he goes, "if you don't know how a tool or a machine works," he goes, "you don't touch it. Because most tools or machines on a farm just have like an on-off switch. They don't have a key, they don't have like a safety or a guard or an access code or anything. You just flip on the freaking on switch and go for it." And he goes, "It could be like a gnarly meat grinder that like you could like lose a finger or lose a hand or freaking die if you don't actually know how to operate that machine." So he goes, "That just reminds me of how everything was on the farm." He's like, you just walk up to this bike, you flip the on switch, and then you ride the bike. He's like, there's no key, there's no freaking, like you don't have to do anything special to like turn this thing on. You just freaking flip a switch. Bike is running so freaking good right now, dude. Love this freaking bike. I've put over 1,500 miles on this bike since I got it done, and it is running super solid now. So I thought that was funny that guy was talking about farm style. I've only heard of farm style with like hash browns. Yeah, give me the farm style hash browns. It's like, no, farm style is when you don't need a key. You just flip the switch on and that's it. Danger. So I just figured I would show you what I did. and I'm gonna go out for my first session. Hopefully the track is starting to dry up a little bit, the sun's out, and it's actually looking like it's gonna be a nice day, so hopefully it will be good. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.